if taking a leap of faith is such a huge risk, is it also risky to not try and not take a risk and then end up on your deathbed wondering where it all went wrong? We all have a comfort zone which keeps us safe, keeps us comfortable, keeps us easy, stuck, stable, perfect. But there is this stuck quality to being in your comfort zone where, you have a comfort zone, it is this little circle, and then you have outside of your comfort zone, which is pushing outside of your comfort zone. And then you have kind of the danger zone where you're maybe pushing a little bit too far. With any good growth and expansion of self and what you can create and what you can do does require stepping outside of that comfort zone to push those boundaries, to see what can be there, kind of testing the waters, if you will. My most recent fuck it moment jump in has been accumulating for the past 2.5 years. I have really built this channel, my brand, my vision, my creation, my purpose, if you will, while also working a 9-to-5 job. And not just a 9-to-5 job, but a 9-to-5 job that was exhausting emotionally, spiritually, physically, all these things. As someone that is very sensitive to everything around me, it was a lot, but I pushed through and I sacrificed and I made sure to make time for my business on the side. And I had to sacrifice a lot of free time, a lot of fun, a lot of all these things. In hindsight, I wish I went back and allowed myself to have fun and have that free time and to know that the end goal will always be accomplished no matter how hard I work. So for the past year, I would say I've been really comfortable. I've been really content. I've had steady income. I was getting paid decently enough to be able to afford everything I need, plus a little bit more. I was able to start investing and have my money kind of work for me a little bit. But a year of that, just my soul is just going absolutely crazy. And I could feel my soul dying. I could just feel my effervescence, my life force just completely draining and drying out. And just sick of no transformation, no progress, no things happening, no new people, nothing special, nothing fun, nothing challenging, just the same thing every day. Yes, I'm keeping up with my goals, working on my business, working on my health, working on my body, working on my finances, working on my relationships. But for what purpose? It's all a stuck stagnancy. How I got to my change is I literally scared myself into making a change. Now, when you're making a change, don't be naive. We'll go over that in a little bit. But I scared myself. I had a vision. It just came to me. If I was in the same job, the same situation, my business is at the same number or goals or income or whatnot, in 1 year, or not even a year, it was like 6 months at my next birthday, how would I feel? And there was this dread, this soul-sucking black dread of, what the fuck am I doing? I don't want that. I don't want to get another year older. And I didn't try. I didn't take a leap of faith. I didn't really give it my all. I just coasted in the comfort zone and let it come to me when it was time. And there was something also inside me where my head and my heart and my gut was all in alignment as to, yes, now is the time. And that is really important to distinguish ego versus intuition. Because your ego wants to keep you really safe and secure, and your ego likes patterns and wants to know how things are going to play out. But then there's also your emotions as well, which play into this whole factor as well. When you kind of have a bad day at work and you're just like, fuck it, I just want to quit. Just say screw it. And I had those. I had many of those. And my job made me cry. Like, I completely understand just trying to make it through every day. And there was multiple times where I'm like, I just want to quit. I just want to say fuck it and quit. And it never felt like the right time with my head, my heart, and my gut. It was not a communication between all three saying, yes, now is the time. It was always wait. I don't know what we were waiting for, but there was something going on within me and a personal transformation within me and my environment and the timing and whatever it is, it just wasn't the time until it was the time. So having your heart, your head, your gut all align with making this jump, this change outside of the comfort zone. Make sure that they are all in communication and they are all speaking with each other and they are all on the same page. So do a jump, but don't be naive. Have a plan. What are you actually creating? What are you actually doing? What is your day-to-day structure? How are you going to make income? What is your bread and butter? What is the income that's just coming in? And you want more than just income. You don't want time for money. That is a normal way of thinking. That is basically a 9 to 5. You are trading 8 hours a day for X amount of money per day. So yes, trading time for money is good, but you need to be thinking outside of the box beyond time for money. What is something you can offer that is a service that can be more passive? Important to have a plan of action to create more of those things. And as well as diversifying your financial portfolio, you should diversify your business as well. Don't have just one stream of income and rely on that. Have multiple things coming from multiple places, or create and start creating the flow of streams. It's really important to give yourself a financial cushion. Know how much money you need to survive per month, and make sure you get really smart about that. You have a budget, you have a tracker, and you can still do this with saving and investing if you take the time to kind of funnel those in the right places. But you need to know how much money you need a month to survive and how many months do you need to save up to have that cushion to be able to be completely freelance. As well as, don't be naive and think that you can start a YouTube business, an Instagram channel, or whatever social media platform, or a business, and have it take off in 1, 2, 3 months. It'll probably take a year, 2 years, 3 years to grow. So making sure that you are smart about when you are jumping, you are not being naive about what it would actually take to start a business, and that allow it time to grow, allow yourself to have a little cushion. Know your pitfalls. What are your bad habits? What are your go-to things that you do on a normal basis? For example, watching YouTube video after YouTube video while you're trying to work. You can watch YouTube videos whenever, like your free time, who cares? But when you're working, are you scrolling aimlessly on Instagram, on social media, on YouTube? Are you just putzing around? You need to know what your little triggers are. Are you practicing healthy relationships to substances? eating well, all these things really factor in to your business, because your business is going to trigger all the feelings, and you need to know how to sit in those feelings and process those feelings, because it's going to get uncomfortable, it's going to get scary, you're going to feel the fear, but you're going to do it anyway. Make sure that you are balancing work and life outside, making sure that you are not exhausting yourself and thinking that you have to work X amount of hours every single day and you have to do more and do this. You need to schedule non-negotiables, days off, breaks. What is your start time every day? What is your end time every day? What time do you wake up? Create a schedule. Know that your ego, that sensible brain who is always being like, what are you doing? You need money. This is scary. Let's go back to our comfort zone. Your ego does not like getting out of its comfort zone. Know that your ego will pop up and it will scare you. And know that your inner child will pop up and it's a bit softer, it's a bit quieter, it's a bit lower. And your inner child is usually like, oh, they don't like me. No one likes my posts. I feel abandoned. I feel left out. These are two big emotions that will come up. And when you feel them coming up, you need to whip them into shape and tell them it's all going to be okay. You have a plan. You know the date that you need to panic. You have set aside X amount of months, 6 months, whatever. And at that end of the 6 months, you have a little bit of a cushion still, and you have on your calendar, this is the date we panic, and you allow yourself to have that panic. If you do find these feelings kind of creeping up, you need to sit with them. Sit with your ego. Be like, ego, you're okay. This is fine. We chose this. I know you're looking for patterns. I know you're looking for stability. You're looking for comfort. We are expanding out of that. And learn to communicate with your ego and tell your ego it's okay. We chose this. We are doing this on purpose. No need to panic. As well as speaking to your inner child. My inner child is always with my hands on my heart here, and making sure that you tell your inner child you are safe, you are loved, you are perfect how you are. The likes don't define you. Your business is just fine. You are not your business. Communicate with your inner child and let them know it's all okay. It's okay to feel these feelings. It's a bit scary. It's a bit vulnerable to put yourself out there on social media or your business or whatever you're creating. But just talk to yourself and don't just try to numb or throw those emotions away or sweep them under the rug. Feel them, talk to yourself, let yourself know it's all okay. The first few weeks are going to be clunky. Allow yourself that freedom of creating a schedule that works for you, habits that work for you, organizing yourself and your business in the way that feels right. It is very important to allow yourself that grace period of allowing new habits to form. And once these habits form and you have more of a structure, your ego is going to calm down a little bit because your ego wants patterns and wants comfort. And if you have that and you allow it, all good. Another financial thing I am doing is I am still paying myself bi-weekly out of my savings account that I have set up for this leap of faith. And that way there's that same steady stream of income that I would get from a 9-to-5, but it is coming from my savings. And so it's continuing. This makes my brain feel better. This makes my wallet feel better. Everything is all automated. Make sure you have a lot of fun with it, because if you're not having fun, then why are you doing it? If you aren't coming from a place of love and creation and service and giving to people, what is the point of this leap of faith? If it's all based upon, I just want to get rich, I want to be famous, it's going to fall apart. It really is. You need to have love fun and a damn good, strong why. Why are you doing this? What is the purpose? That why will keep you going beyond your short-lived excitement in the first month of doing it. It'll keep you going if you have a strong enough why. And one final cherry on top of the cake is a little quote. Close your eyes, fall in love, and stay there. If you enjoyed this, give the video a like so I know that you liked this message. I would love to hear from you down below. What thing are you at your fuck it moment, or taking a leap of faith, or want to do a leap of faith? Do you want some advice? Where are you in your journey of this? And give a subscribe if you want to follow me for more content. Until next time, take care of yourself. Bye.